You know where you are?
This is Nollywoodpicturestv.
Calm down, Your Majesty.
Onyebuchi, allow me. Do not tell me to calm down. Buze?
When the anus itches, it calls for attention. How can I be of help?
Go find me that bastard and tell him that I request his presence before me. Atuenyi. I see that you're not afraid of me. Atuenyi.
I am convinced that greater is the spirit that gives life than the one that takes life. I move with the goddess of healing, and she will never allow the spirit that takes life come near me.
Quite poetic. Eh? You two should leave us alone. I'd like to have a conversation with this man. You can leave. You can go, Onyebuchi. Atuenyi, my seat is quite comfortable. Sit down.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
So I take it that you are willing to contest a woman with your king, Atuenyi. Come on now. This doesn't make sense at all. Huh? This is a woman that I married, remember? I already married her. She lost her virginity to me, Atuenyi. What are we talking about?
I am not bothered.
You're not?
Yes, I am not bothered. You took her without her consent. But I will leave that to the gods to handle. The goddess of healing gave her to me in assurance. Though I am a great healer, but I'll be greater with her as my wife. Believe the goddess of healing rose and counseled the abomination you were committing with her. The benevolent goddess wants to finish what she started. Or are you going to be the one to stop the gods?
Young man, you are beginning to provoke me.
You broke my hand and collected my woman just because you were named the coming king. You defied her for 6 months, for she never wanted you as husband. I forgive you. I forgive you, for she has finally come back to me. But please, do not come for her again, neither me. Go and find another woman, and you will find peace.
I see you have a lot of gods, Atuenyi. But I have also noticed that you have forgotten our culture and tradition. So I'll just bring you up to speed. A woman who's been married to a king can never turn around and marry a commoner. It has never happened in Igbo land. It has never happened in Anienugu. And it is not going to happen. Not now. Not in my time. Get up and get out of my palace now. Out. Out!
Can you hear the voices of the gods watching us, seeing what we're doing?
I don't want to talk about it.
Greetings, Mama.
Onyechi! Mama, after my warnings not to visit the king, you still went ahead to visit the king.
Mama, what did I do? What did I do, Mama? Why are you accusing me falsely?
So I'm a liar. I saw mom on my way coming back home. She asked me to warn you to stay away from her son. You needed to have seen the embarrassment. Onyechi, why are you so classless? Onyeki Yiri.
Mama, what did I do?
Oh, you still have the mouth to talk. Okay? No, never.
Is there a way somebody can explain this nonsense to me?
A king without a queen? I don't understand. Why are we playing politics with something as gigantic as the office of the queen of Anienugu kingdom? If the departed Umuada and Umuopu of Anienugu will rise against us, can we stand them? All of us. Can we stand them?
Ichiokwana Sanya, you are right. A king needs a queen. But you are inescapably aware that the king is doing something about that.
What has he been doing? What is he doing if not doing everything humanly possible to bring back his ex-wife who already abdicated that position of a queen? She ran away. Why? Why can't we look a goat in the face and call him a goat? No, why are we looking at a goat and we are not calling him a goat? Why are we calling a goat a different name? Or does it mean that I am unfortunately part of a council that is afraid of ordinary goat?
Is it our king that you are indirectly calling a goat?
Why are you asking? His proverb is clear and unambiguous. Ichiokwana Sanya is referring to our king as a goat.
Well, listen.
And to me, that's unacceptable.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I've already made my point. He has to get a wife who is going to become the queen of Anienugu, or he will abdicate that position as the king. He will leave the throne. In fact, he will leave that palace. That palace is the property of the kingdom.
It hasn't come to that. I have not seen the king done anything wrong here. Yes, let's give him more time.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, most times when I bring out my Ikenga in the morning to pray, I'll keep asking him, can you explain why you will make me a co-member in council with men that have no balls?
Yeah?
Do you know, all of you, I will meet you at the other side.
It's just being very anachronous.
It's just being very anachronous.
But what does he mean by that? That he will meet us at the other side?
It means nothing. Let's stop according him special respect. He's a masquerade. And all of us are equally masquerade in Anienugu.
Oh no, let me tell you. Let's all tell him that whatever he thinks he knows, we equally know it more than himself. He cannot do anything.
Ichiokwana Sanya is just being very anachronous. Anachronous and ignorant.
Yes.
Why is he being very conservative?
Oh no, kita kedia.
The birds are no singing again. Oh, Chimo. The trees and the wind and the thunder. The sign in the sky is so dark.
Mwada Heltata King.
Greetings, my king.
Why have you stopped the royal vehicle?
Your Majesty, in Anienugu, Nwada always gets whatever she wants.
you not yet tell me stop thinking about Okukwe and look at me for once? Be sincere with your judgment. Is Okukwe anything near me?
Is this why you stopped me? Move this.
The sign in the sky is so dark. The rain is not falling again. Oh, Timo. Kedi haiji siani wekoro. Obugini yo. Kedi haiji siani wekoro. Obugini yo.
Obuefi.
My king.
Atwenyi the chemist came to the palace to mock me. He told me that the goddess of healing, who happens to be on his side, intentionally disrupted my marriage with Okukwe to complete. I don't understand it. But most importantly, Obuefi, I felt scandalized and insulted by that statement. And that is why I have come to you, Obuefi, to confirm from you if the goddess of healing has any kind of connection with Ezeonu of Nofia, the one who supposedly tormented my wife while she lived with me in the palace. I'm quite shocked and surprised that you're staring at me in that manner. I have come here to seek answers.
My king, I am just surprised you are inquiring from me for the very first time concerning this issue.
And that is because things are no longer at ease. That is because I want answers. Although I asked Mbuze, who is my personal seer, to see for me, he tried. But all to no avail. And that is why I have come to you, Obuefi, to seek answers.
My king, listen. Ezeonu of Nofia is the goddess of Nofia Lake that Iruka was praying to when you came and asked her to pray for you. I believe you still remember that. Ajebunkita, the mechanic of Nofia, who ministered to you freely, will be very disappointed in a man like you. Ezeonu made you king simply because you promised to marry Iruka, the maiden of Nofia. But what did you do at last? You disappointed. You failed. And that is why they came back to torment your life. Men who are really men stick to their words.
Obuefi, you see, I promised you a marriage out of exuberance, you know. But as time went on and I was about to become king, you know, it dawned on me that it's only proper and fitting that I pick a maiden from for a wife. As opposed to picking someone outside of our land.
My king, you can marry from anywhere, as long as your spirit and your strength match with the woman in question. You see, people are having problems in marriage simply because they marry people whom their spirits do not match with. And that was your problem with Okwe. Okwe was never your wife. It is simple. You have to travel to Nofia and find the maiden.
I find the maiden, and what next?
Get married to her, of course.
What then happens to Okukwe?
Then she can marry Atoini, who I believe is her destined husband.
Mom, you must really think it's easy, huh? I love that girl. As far as I'm concerned, Okukwe is the sweetest woman that I have ever been with. It will be very difficult to let her go. I love her with all of my heart. The reality is that I cannot see myself with another.
But son, you're left with no option. You have to let go.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Oh. Ichi Okwana Asanya, greetings. Excuse me.
Obiozor, I have come to ask you to pick a wife urgently. One that we can name the queen of this kingdom, or you abdicate the throne of our fathers.
Ichiokwana Asanya. I like your guts. I must tell you. You walk in here, you look me in the face and tell me that I, the Igwe of Anienugu, will abdicate his throne if I do not find a wife within your timeline. You have guts.
Well, I need to remind you, Obiozor, that it is not your throne. It is the throne of the people of Anienugu.
Is that so?
And let me remind you that in our history, we never had a king who ruled, who reigned without a queen. Are you now going to be the one that will destroy our history? You will not say that I didn't warn you. Urgently pick a wife that will take the position of the queen of Anienugu, or you abdicate your position as the king, the same way your wife, your ex-wife, abdicated her position as the queen.
No way. I would never listen to them and let her go. No, I can't. She was the sweetest even when I took her against her will. You can imagine how sweet she would be when she finally gives it up willingly. I love her. I would never lose her to anyone else.
Mbuze! Mbuze! Your Majesty, Ichi Okwana Asanya is right. You are on the verge of losing this throne.
What have I done? Do I not have a wife?
You know I have a wife. Yes, I have a wife.
Okukwe is my wife. I have a wife.
Why are you still talking about a woman who belongs to another man? Why? I warned you from the outset, but you wouldn't listen. This throne is important to you. And to me too. You must not lose it. Go to Nofia in search of that maiden you promised to marry. Or better still, get married to a maiden of Anienugu. I would have suggested that you marry my sister Mesoma, but she's now married to a man of Abagana. Go to Nofia and solve this impasse. You must not lose this throne. And you cannot fight the gods. Neither can you fight the goddesses.
Ichia. I have seen the kola nut you brought, but that was not what brought me here.
I am here because I heard about the press conference where you submitted that it is odd and crazy, underlined, for a king
of Anienugu to be living in a palace without a wife.
And do you have a problem with the press conference? Or have you come here to preach to me, Mr. Cactus? No, let me understand something. Are you here on your own or were you sent by anyone?
No. Ichi, I was not sent by anybody. I came here to approach you because I am bothered.
Bothered about what?
You see, many people are now saying that you are now inciting people against the king. And that is not good. It is not good at all.
Really? Okay, let me ask you. What do you think yourself? No, am I really inciting the people against the king? Let me tell you something, Mr. Cactus. You see that palace where they live? That place is not his house. The facility is not his. That place is the property of the kingdom. And both of them, the king and the queen, have defined responsibilities in the administration of justice in this kingdom. Now, the king is living without a queen. That automatically means that the office of the queen is vacant again. And you think a man like me will keep quiet because of what the people are saying? Really?
You see, my problem is that young man may come after you.
Let that be my headache. Of course. No, let him go ahead and come after me if he believes that he has the balls. Listen, I called that press conference and I was very specific in what I said. If you are close to him, you may go back and tell him. He has to pick a wife urgently so that the office of the queen will become relevant again. If he fails to do this as soon as possible, then I am going to force him to abdicate not just the throne, but even that palace. He will come out of that place so that another king will emerge. Equal kamade, ewilike, never ganya. You got to go as only wilike.
Hey, Ije, as funny as it sounds, and as serious as you are, let me ask you, man to man.
Go ahead.
Do you really think that you can single-handedly dethrone a sitting king? Iche, that man might send assassins after you.
Let him go ahead. No, if he believes he can send assassins after a man like me, let him go ahead and brief the assassins. And let us see who is going to drop dead in this land. Let me tell you something, Mr. Cactus, then. You go back to your house and continue the job you are doing as the cactus of this kingdom. I don't want to disturb you. So don't disturb us in the politics of the land. I called the press conference and what I said is very emphatic. If he fails to pick a wife so that the office of the queen will become relevant again, then exactly what I said in that press conference is what is going to happen. Are you going to bet me on this?
Your Majesty.
You have done well. I like her. She is beautiful.
I'm glad you like her, Your Majesty.
I do. Awali, tell me your name.
Nwamaka, Your Majesty.
Nwamaka. Imakwan. You're beautiful. Mbuze?
Your Majesty.
You would have to excuse me. Let me have a moment with this beautiful woman standing right in front of me. Please sit. Forgive my manners. Once again, you're welcome to my kingdom. I will tell you this, the fact that I am naturally attracted to dark-skinned women is not the reason you're here. You are here because my spirit accepts you. From the moment I saw you, something in me agreed with you. You know, something in my spirit, And that is how I feel about you.
I am confused, Your Majesty. I don't understand.
You are confused. It's fine. I will clear your confusion. Have you looked at yourself lately? You're beautiful, warm, nice, and wonderful. You come across as nice and alluring. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll take that as a compliment, Your Majesty. Thank you.
I asked my God to find me a woman. The reason is simple but a bit complicated. But I'll tell you this. I want a wife, a woman who will be the queen of Anienugu. Would you, my dear, like to be a queen?
That will be great, Your Majesty.
I see you're all flustered. Don't worry. I know it's a bit strange. You'll get used to it. Relax. We're peaceful people here. Omalichangwa. I would like to make you my wife. Wamaka.
Wow, I'm blushing.
Mom, you should have seen this girl. Nice looking, dark skinned, beautiful. You know, I saw her. The moment I laid eyes on her, I knew that she could, you know, she could take Okukwe's place in my life. She can make me happy, you know.
Really?
Yes, Mom.
How long have you known this Mwamaka?
I saw her today, you know, for the first time. Buze found her for me.
Who are her parents?
We got talking and she told me that the mom unfortunately passed a few years ago, but her father is very much alive. His name is Mazitabo. Have you heard of him?
Mazitabo.
Mazitabo.
Mazitabo. I don't think I know him.
Well, our community in Enugu is quite big. You can't know everyone. But I'll get her to come see you in a few days. I'm positive she would make you happy, just like she already makes me happy. And everyone lives in peace and we put an end to all of this fiasco. And just, you know, for once, live in peace.
Talk for me, talk for me. I sing Gila and we're on time.
Greetings, Sinze.
Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings,
Mama, greet you.
Mama, for how long do you wish to bear grudges against me? Mama, remember that all that happened was never my fault. I'm still your daughter. And I'm still alive. Please, Mama. Please, I beg you. Forgive me.
It's all right. Stand up.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you. Atwen, how are you?
Mom, I'm fine. And I want to thank you for your understanding.
It's all right, my son. Let's leave the both of you while we're going and change.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, my daughter.
Thank you, Mama.
Did you hear me right? Obiozor demands to see you this moment.
I am not coming. Is that not clear enough?
Are you sure you are in right senses?
Gods of my ancestors, I thank you so much for this miracle. Who am I to be the next queen of this land? Oh, I can't believe this. I hope I am not dreaming. I hope this is not a dream. I just can't wait to share this good news with Papa.
You don't just do things simply because you want to do them.
Who are you, please?
Don't you ever go to the palace again. It is a warning. Disobey me and you'll be killed.
I am sorry, Ngozi. I don't want to say him. Is that difficult to understand? My life is still dear to me.
I'm as confused as you are, Your Majesty. It was like she woke up on the wrong side of the bed. She just refused to come.
Just like that? Did she tell you anything at all? Did she give you a reason, even if it's just one reason?
I'm short of words, sir.
That is strange. Are you sure she did? She must have said something to you, Ngozi.
No, she didn't. She only said she doesn't want to come with me.
This is really strange. Just the other day, all that young lady wanted to do was just be with me and be around me. She was really excited. She was happy, to be associated with me. Suddenly, she doesn't want to see me. Something is wrong, Ngozi.
I'm sure something is wrong.
Well, Amaka, I was told that you declined my invitation to the palace. What is the problem?
There is no problem, Your Majesty.
There is a problem, because you clearly refused to show up at the palace. Remember I told you that today I would introduce you to my mother. But I couldn't even tell her that you have refused to show up, because that would be very embarrassing. I'm sure you understand.
I am sorry, Mike.
Well, Amaka, you and I had an agreement. We had an understanding. I told you that I'll be replacing my ex-wife with you.
I am sorry, my king. But I am no longer interested.
Why?
It's a private decision I made as a young woman of this land. And I want it to be respected.
What did you just say?
Yes, please come again.
I said I'm no longer interested in the king. Same here. You see, I've finally come to terms with you guys. He's too complicated. And it's very obvious he doesn't love me. Same with his mom. So I just want to give up so I can have peace of mind.
Wow. I am so happy to hear this. Listen, Chizoba. Not that I'm being an enemy of progress there. It's just that I don't want to watch you going for something that is never meant for you.
A good man would definitely come for us.
Yes.
And all this will be a story.
Amen.
So,
Definitely.
can we please be friends the way we used to?
Why not? Come here.
I can't just be left out.
Oh.
I'm so happy now.
You have just 3 days to get a wife or abdicate the throne. So listen to what your mother is telling you. Go to Northia, find that maiden you promised to marry. It will not take anything from you. Don't tell me you are still thinking about Okukwe. Well, if you must know, Okukwe is now married to Atuini, and from what I heard, she's even pregnant. That shows she is not for you.
She's what?
Pregnant. All the while she was living with you, she never took him. This shows that both of you were not meant for each other. Son, please. travel to Northia, find that maiden, bring her home, and everything will be fine.
You called this impromptu meeting. The king is here.
I know.
Can you tell us that which made you to call this impromptu meeting?
I just want the elders in council to be present as I remind the king that he has just 2 days remaining for him to make a choice of a woman that will be his wife and the next queen of this kingdom.
Or he abdicates the throne.
Is that so?
Is this why you called this meeting?
Is it not big enough?
Why are you behaving as if you hate our king so much? What? Why are you going about this as if you are the only one involved? You may have a valid point, but you are going about it the wrong way.
I want to understand something. Are we saying that we are prepared to allow the king continue to rule without a whip?
Our king is already making a move on this. So why mount this pressure on him?
Listen, I am not... I don't understand how you are twisting this. But let me just tell us something. It might interest all of us to know that I am already gathering support on how I am going to force this council into doing the right thing. If it finally happens that way, please let nobody blame me.